It's Friday, the 29th of December, 2023, the last Friday of 2023. And when it's Friday, you know what that means? It means it's time for Casey's show, Comics Forever. This week, you may have noticed that Casey is not here to do Comics Forever, the show in which she tells you two comics that we love that you should be reading. And in fact, it's me again. It's not Wednesday. It's not Comics again. I'm just filling in because Casey's a little under the weather. But I'm going to tell you a couple comics that I think you should be checking out if you haven't done it. If you need something new to read. And this week, I'm going to plumb the depths of the H section of our horror and crime and tell you some stuff that I like. And first off, let's go with a two-shot of Hellboy with these complete Hellboy short stories collections. All the original Hellboy short stories. There's a lot of Hellboy, and I know a lot of you might be a little intimidated when you look at it. It's all Hellboy, BPRD, and Lobster Johnson, and Witchfinder, and all those things. Crochet the Deathless, everybody. But these are great little stories, and you don't really need a lot of Hellboy knowledge to read them. There are two big, fat, beefy boy compendium collection-y things. You know, they're 30 bucks a pop, and they collect some of the most fun and greatest little short stories that Hellboy has to offer with a murderer's row of fantastic artists. So, you know, for my money, you can't go wrong with these. These are pretty great. So check these out. Hellboy Complete Stories, Volumes 1 and 2. Well, Hellboy Complete Short Stories, Volumes 1 and 2. They're here for you, and I cannot recommend these enough. And then for $20, and also in the H section, is the classic Frank Miller, Jeff Darrow, Hard Boiled. It's an Eisner Award-winning comic of horrible violence, maximum detail, and all sorts of insanity as this comic sort of goes off the rails, both as its creative process was a little bit off the rails, and our main character, Carl, loses his mind as an insurance investigator and just sort of falls into madness, and is he even real? What's going on? Jeff Darrow's art is super, super intricate, super, super detailed. There's so much to stare at. This edition is the newly recolored, like 8 or 9 years ago, recolored edition by Dave Stewart. And it is a must-have, must-read, must-stare at every page for a really long time. Comic book reader's dream. I love Jeff Darrow. Can't get enough of his stuff. Him and Frank Miller team up on this and on Big Guy and Rusty, which is another comic you should read. If you have not, Big Guy and Rusty is fantastic as well. But this thing is bullets and mayhem, violence and madness, all the things that comic books can do and kind of only can do in a way that nothing else, no other medium can sort of capture. Check it out, Hard Boiled. You're not gonna be sorry. That is, unless you have a really squeamish stomach. And that's it. That's all I got for you today. Hopefully I got this thing done and edited and on the internet in a quick enough time. Casey, get better. We hope to see you again soon. Yeah, Casey's a little under the weather this week. So that's why you get me. That's why I'm here instead of her. I know you're used to having her here, but it's me. Deal with it. Have a great weekend. Have a happy new year, and we will see you again on Wednesday for Comics Again, and then Casey will be back here on Friday next week to do the first Comics Forever of 2024. Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend.